What's up guys? Today we are going to talk about a video of mine that has reached 1 million views. It's my first video that reached 1 million views, so I just wanted to sort of cover it in terms of one, how it came about, two, we're going to go into the analytics in terms of how much money has the video made, as well as how it might have gotten the million views. After that, we're going to go over my thoughts on the video in general, and then what I feel I've learned from this whole experience basically. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay, basically the video that I created, at some point I made whiteboard videos like exclusively pretty much. And then I was like, okay, why not show you guys how I make these videos? Part of it was also like, okay, I'm gonna do a challenge. I'm gonna make a video and I'm just gonna record myself while making that video. So I get 2 videos out of it. None of it was like, okay, I'm gonna make this video because I think it's gonna get a lot of views. It was more so just like for fun. But somehow the algorithm took it and showed it to everyone, and it got 1 million views. So now that I got the context down, let's actually check out some of the video. Man, part of me doesn't want to do this because listening to the older version of me, I mean like, you know, younger version, but
Want to learn how all these YouTubers are creating these?
I already like cringe when I hear my own voice in my older videos. I was trying to aim for a lighter tone and whatnot. These days I just talk the way I talk. I find that way more comfortable. So I'm gonna turn the volume down by quite a lot. Yeah, the first part I just used as the thumbnail. That was not intended, but I do think the thumbnail had a lot to do with it. Let's see, it's easier than you think is a big selling point, as well as just like saying it's a whiteboard animation, step-by-step tutorial. A lot of people watch tutorials on YouTube, and if you're saying, okay, it's not that hard, you can do it too, it's just a good selling point to make as a thumbnail. I start off like saying necessary prerequisites. I try to do something like cute and be like, okay, subscribe to the channel as a prerequisite because essentially I'm gonna make more tutorials or whatever. I feel like that was one of the main reasons people subscribed a lot for this video. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like if you ask people to subscribe in an interesting way, they seem to want to do it more often than like just being at the end of the video, oh, subscribe or whatever. So yeah, like that's a big tip I feel. So yeah guys, if you want, subscribe to the channel. All right, let's move on. And the quality of my video wasn't even that good either. This was like back when I didn't have my camera, I just borrowed my friend's camera, and I did something fun where I just like wrote with both of my hands. In high school, I practiced writing with my left hand during class because like I was just super bored. Could never pay attention in school. Luckily for me, reading books was enough. Quite honestly, I almost never outline on paper anymore. I do everything on a Google Doc. And the way I script is pretty different as well. I still script somewhat similarly, so you can definitely use the scripting template I linked in this video. I do think one of the other reasons people liked the video was because I, offered the scripting template and whatnot, and actually talked about scripting, because I feel like a lot of people don't really talk about scripting. I have definitely upgraded since then, and that is not where I record at all. I highly recommend, if you have the means, to do it better. And yeah, VideoScribe has changed just a little bit since I made this video. I know their price increased, at least from the comments. I actually don't check the comments for this video anymore because there's just too many, and a lot of them are just like, when I mention the money, like they left or whatever, which can be funny, I guess, but like if you're in your 20s and that's what you're saying, it's kind of an immature mindset to me, because once you start adulting, you realize you have to sort of invest a certain amount of money to get money back. And even just investing your income, those are just things that you sort of learn as you grow older. I totally understand the mindset of like not wanting to spend money. I was totally there when I was in high school and college, but yeah, so I just get into it, talk about it real quick. Yeah. Pretty much from there, it's mainly just tips. And then the Creator Tool series, that's like just Streamlit Academy basically now. So if you want to learn more about actual video creation stuff, like learning how to use Premiere, equipment stuff like I mentioned before, then check out that channel. But okay, that is a watch through of my video, which was not planned in my outline, but I figured it'd probably be somewhat valuable to you guys. Now let's get into the analytics, because this was definitely the planned part. Let's do this. By the way, I've never checked this, like ever. So let's find out what this is. For some reason, I'm just like, in general, I don't like checking analytics. I feel like it makes me anxious. So from the last 28 days, this video made me I mean, let's go all time right now because it's pretty difficult to judge it based on just a single month because it does vary quite a lot. Since uploaded. All right, so we got 1.1 million views. You can sort of see that it spiked around March of 2020. So that was like COVID, I'd say. And then watch time, same thing. Views and watch time are pretty much the same. And then subscriber count is pretty much the same as well. And you can see that this video got me basically most of my subscribers, 18.9, so like 19,000 subscribers. And I have like, how many subscribers do I have? I have 24,800. So if this video didn't exist, I'd have about 5,000 subscribers. And I feel like that's actually where my subscriber count actually is in my head, because I'm like, okay, I have like 20 something thousand subscribers, but like a lot of people don't watch my new videos because they're not like this video at all. So yeah, this is a double-edged sword because yes, this video has got me like almost $6,000, which is like crazy because like I just made it real quickly, and then you can get $6,000 from something like that. Obviously this was over the time span of almost 3 years, and $6,000 in 3 years is not like crazy a lot. But for that while back, the fact that I keep getting like $100 or something from it is pretty nice, I'd say. But yeah, it's pretty much the same. I mean, all of it follows the views basically, like watch time, subscriber, how many people subscribe because of the video, and the estimated revenue, I'd say. But yeah, that's the basics. Let's see here. See, look, average view duration is 2 minutes and 31 seconds. That's pretty low, I'd say. And that kind of sucks. It makes me feel terrible. But the fact that the video has done well overall is still good. And this is one of the main reasons I don't like looking at analytics, even though I know I probably should. But yeah, let's go ahead and go to reach. Okay, traffic source types. So 39% is suggested, and then 35% is YouTube search. So most of it is from YouTube itself, and then 5% is external. I got lucky with this video basically, and the algorithm helped it a lot, it seems. 72.6% from YouTube recommending your content. It's mainly just through YouTube, the algorithm, or like through search. Like people try to look for whiteboard stuff, and then my video pops up like as one of the first ones. And then for the 5% that is external, it seems like it's mainly Google search. And I have no idea why WhatsApp is at 6.2%, but yeah. It looks like Facebook, Reddit, and other social media just don't really have that much of an influence on the video. For the most part, it seems like it's just YouTube that has made the video, blow up. Okay, let's see. Audience. I've never seen this before. Watch time from subscribers, 0.9%. I find that hilarious. And then 99.1% is not subscribed. And then age and gender, female 20%, male about 80%. That's suspected. I mean, that's expected. And then people who mainly watch it, 18 to 34 years old, which makes sense because those are the people who are probably like looking to actually create stuff like this. And then top geographies, so mainly India and United States. Okay, let's see. RPM means revenue per mile and tells you how much you earned per 1,000 views. Playback CPM means based cost per mile and tells you how much advertisers paid per 1,000 monetized playbacks. So RPM is calculated with your share of the revenue and includes views that weren't monetized. It's typically lower than playback's base CPM. So I'm guessing playback-based CPM is sort of like the perfect version of how much you would earn if YouTube didn't take a cut, and also if all the views were monetized. And then RPM is sort of like, okay, this is mixed in with people who have ad blocker or something, or views that don't show ads basically, and after YouTube's cut. Looks like RPM is about $5 per 1,000 views, which seems pretty good. This is something I have heard a lot about. Your type of content matters quite a lot in terms of how much you earn on YouTube. So like say you're talking about finance, you're definitely going to earn a lot more than somebody who's talking about anime. One of my channels, I actually do talk a little bit about anime. I definitely have heard that advertisers pay a lot more for certain types of videos. And it makes a lot of sense because people who are advertising in finance videos are obviously well off. And then people who are advertising, say, if you make equipment reviews or tech reviews or something like that, those people who are paying for those advertisements definitely are also are willing to pay more so that people buy their products. So that's just something that I've heard and I definitely believe. And this video itself is a tutorial for to buy a program essentially. So it makes sense that it's higher. Although I don't have a baseline for other videos in terms of their RPM, I have to do more research on that, but $5 per 1,000 seems pretty decent, I'd say. And that is pretty much it for the analytics. Okay, so originally I was gonna script an outline of what I feel like I've learned from this video, but I feel like I've sort of accomplished that throughout, just giving small bits of what I feel like I learned. But just to highlight it and make it more organized, I'd say the first thing I learned is number one, at least if you're a smaller channel, you sort of don't know which videos will be more successful than other videos, like my Elon Musk video. That one for sure would probably get more views, but then a video that just talks about a basic idea probably won't. So there are definitely ways to see, okay, this will probably get more views than others, but for this one, I felt like it was pure luck. At least for me, I can use hindsight and be like, okay, I'm talking about whiteboard animation, which a lot of people seem to be interested in making. And then I'm also doing a tutorial video, which a lot of people look for. So because of those two things, that video was bound to get a certain number of views for sure on YouTube. So you can definitely craft it for sure. It's just sometimes in terms of a video getting 1 million views or blowing up, because no other video is even close to that one on my channel. Even though for me, I particularly think a lot of other videos are better than it in terms of quality and just overall content. It's kind of weird. Sometimes it's just, you have to get lucky to have the video get a lot of views. And then number two, even though I said, okay, if a video blows up, you should make more videos like that one. I feel like for me, at least this video, what I learned was I feel happier that I'm making videos that I find more interest in. For instance, the journal video. After journaling for about 7 years, I just made a guide about it. And for me, that's way more personal. And I feel like that's a video that a lot of people can't make because they haven't journaled for 7 years and they probably don't journal like I do. So it's a very unique video. And I feel like that one has way more to offer than, this one, for instance. So sometimes the lesson is, just because something blows up, you don't have to follow it if it's not what you want to do, essentially. That's controversial advice for sure, but that's how I feel personally. Another lesson that I sort of don't like because it sort of contradicts what I've been trying to do recently, but it's probably true, is that you actually don't need super high quality content to get 1 million views. For instance, I just mentioned a lot of my newer videos, way better quality, but it doesn't have as many views. It's mainly what's popular, what people like talking about, the fact that it's a tutorial. Those things just will automatically get you more views. So if views is your thing, that's what you're aiming for, then go for the popular topics, the trending topics, whatnot, and just things that people will look for. Lesson number 4, I feel like nothing's really changed because of this video. Even though the video got 1 million views, and even though it's earned me a certain amount of revenue, it's still not enough to live off of. One video blowing up doesn't really change that much. You sort of have to have a formula where you keep creating a similar type of video and then, it stacks on and then a lot of people watch those videos. So try not to be caught up with just trying to make one video blow up, but rather have some sort of, I suppose, style or pattern to your videos. Most people try to stick with a niche. I personally have a lot of trouble doing that, and yeah, just trying to get better as I go. And in terms of lessons, I think that's all that I can think of right now. If I happen to come across more, I'll probably put it in the comments. But if you guys have any questions about this video, any questions about anything, basically, just let me know in the comments down below. Hopefully you guys like this video because it's a little different from the usual type of videos that I make. I just wanted to try something new, which is usually what I do, just try new stuff and grow as a creator. And if you guys did enjoy this video, you know what's coming. Please like and subscribe. There's a good chance you won't, but that's totally okay with me. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.